Welcome to Happy Place Creations, and thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to make some Christmas ornaments. Now, aren't those adorable? What little girl wouldn't want her own ornaments? So today we're going to be making these in pink. I have a light pink, which is actually cotton candy, and a flamingo. So we're going to be making these in the light pink, and then we're going to be doing the decorated part in the dark pink. So let's get started. Alrighty, I have mixed up the resin, and I'm using Unicorn Art resin. Look how nice and clear that is. So I'm going to add the cotton candy, and I haven't even opened this one. Please excuse the timer. I didn't shut it off before I got done coming over here. It will shut itself off in just a few minutes. That was the timer for my resin. I promise it will shut itself off. So we're going to mix this in, and then we're going to see how much more that we need if it's not a good covering. I did mix up 7 ounces. Now that I actually look at the mold, I'm thinking I might have mixed up too much, but that's okay. I can make some jewelry pieces, or I can make some bookmarks, or with resin, the options are endless. Doesn't that look cute? I love that little color. Look at that. Cotton candy. I'm going to add a little bit more. I think it looks a little too thin. But aren't they going to shimmer nicely? What little girl wouldn't want her own Christmas ornaments that she can put on the tree? She would love to get these in the mail. I'm going to decorate my stir-in mixer here. Get all that glitter off so I can get it mixed in. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Alrighty, we are going to start putting it in the mold. So here we go. Boy, that's going to be messy. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to grab a paper cup. Alrighty, I have the paper cup. This is just so I don't make a big mess. Plus I can take my time. With the big cup, it just dumps all in at once. And I do have my leveling table underneath here, so that these will get sitting level. Just pouring slow and letting the resin fill itself. That decreases the chance of us having bubbles. Plus with the alcohol, that also decreases the chance of having bubbles. Now I will fill these up and as soon as they are cured, then we will be back, and then I will do the intricate parts. Gotta make sure his hands fill up. There we go. I'll let that level out. I definitely mixed up way too much resin. Well, that just means we're going to have a bonus today. Need a little bit more. Now the glitter is going to settle to the front, leaving these with a clear background. If I didn't put in enough. So that very well could be an option. I'm just making sure I'm topping these off. And now I'm going to step aside long enough to find another mold that we can use this resin in. Alrighty, I have picked up my crown mold. What little girl wouldn't love a pink crown? And then we'll decorate it with some rhinestones once it's cured. So I am going to just get that out of there from when I used it before. Alrighty, I'm going to just spray it with some alcohol. Because of all the little points that this has, I want to make sure it comes out bubble free. I want to try not to do it over this project because I don't want to get those out of whack here. But I'm going to empty the cup first. Right down and around. And then you want to do this on your crown. You want to do every one of these just to make sure there is no air bubble in there. This will help the resin to go down in case there was an air bubble. Because this does have a lot of intricate little parts in it. Oops. Well, that part is good, but as far as the rest of the crown, I want to put in a little bit of glue because I don't want all this glitter to sink to the bottom. And you really only want to put in 1 drop per ounce, but I have a tendency to just squeeze the bottle and then go from there. Where my resin is very warm right now, I'm just going to mix it in and then I'm going to pour. So sorry, my hand's right in your way. And then I want to spray that one with a little bit of alcohol like I did the ornaments. And I'll do that one more time before I move them. Now I'm going to find something else to put this in. Probably some necklaces or a bookmark or something, but I will do that off camera. But I'll show you at the end what I did with it. So I shall return when these have cured. And here we are. These are ready to come out of the mold. So that we can finish them off. And like I suspected, the glitter was going to go to the front. Aren't those pretty? I think them are going to be beautiful little ornaments for a lovely little girl to want to put on her Christmas tree. Her own little pinky ornament. There we go. So now what we have to do now is we need to mix up our glitter for our next stage. And I haven't opened this one yet either. Now this glitter is going to go in the UV resin. And I'm just going to be putting some UV resin in my cup. Like so. And then I'm going to put some glitter in it. And then we're going to mix it in. I will use one of these. I got my handy dandy little plastic spoon out. Now with UV resin, you don't want to put in too much of your mixture because it won't harden. It won't cure. And I'm sorry, my hand's right in your way. I'm just getting it mixed in nice and good. And then we're going to put it into the openings that were left behind from the mold. See all those little openings? That's where I'm going to be putting this UV resin. And this is where you need to have a really good light and good eyeball. Just drop it in the hole the best that you can without overfilling it. Just want to take a little light bulb to it, a little fire, just to get it to make sure the bubbles are out. You always want to move your resin away when you bring out the light. And then you just want to put your light over the top and let it cure a little bit before you move to the next one. Because then we'll have a total cure to do it all at once. So I'm just going to let that sit for a moment. Get these other ones out of the way so I don't make a boo-boo. Now I believe that has sat long enough that it's not going to go over on me. See that little bit? All that takes is that little bit just to fill in that little hole. And then I go to the next one, the next opening. And then you just want to put it in by the drop. And then spread it out a little bit. Now you can do all of these openings at once. And then just spread it out. Because resin is self-leveling. And I am quite sure you've heard me say that a lot. I am going to put that down because I shake a little bit. And then once we're done with all the openings, then we're going to just put a clear layer of resin over the whole thing, just to seal it all in. Now those two are going to gather together, and I don't want that. Just going to go right between them and take the connection away. And then I'm going to do this real quick. I wasn't realizing how close them were. And I'm going to move my resin. And then I'm going to let those cure a little bit. I think I need to go to a smaller... Instead of this big stick, I'm going to go to the smaller one. Because I think I'm putting too much in the openings. And that does happen. Yeah, and that looks fine. This works much better. It's a tiny little tip instead of that big oversized toothpick that I was using. And then we just level it out, and I don't have to worry about that mixing in with any other one like the top one. So I'm just going to continue on what I'm doing. Now I am going to finish this one off with you, and then I am going to do the rest of them, but I'm going to do them on a fast forward. Leveled out, and we've got a couple more openings to do, and then we will be done with this one. I think them are going to look cute. And I'm just going to spread it out so I don't have a big hump. Because like I said, I want to put a cover over the top of UV resin to seal it all in. And then I'm just making sure I have no bubbles. And then at this point is when I'll do a full cure. So I will put it for 5 minutes. And when it's done, I'll let you see how it has come out. And then I will do the rest of them in fast forward. Alrighty, the timer's about to go off. And this is how it's come out so far. Now all we need to do is a top coat. Now I won't bother to do the back, but some people do, some people don't. But for this example, I'm not going to. I'm just going to show you how to finish off the top. You just want to put a thin layer of the resin on the top, like so. I'm going to have to take a different tool because I have UV resin with glitter on that one. So all I'm doing is taking it to the edge. You want to make sure you get up in the candle as well. But for now, I'm just going to focus on the bottom, and then I'll get up to the candle in just a second. But this is what I will do for all of the ornaments. I will fill in the indents that have been made, the decoration that has been made by the mold, and I will fill them with the UV resin with the glitter, and then all we have to do is put it under the UV light, and then I do our final coat, which is this, which makes it smooth on the outside, and then it locks in the color, locks in the design. And I just need to put a little bit up here for the candle, and then we just take it to the edge. Just trying to make sure I have it to all the edges before I put in the cure light. Before I put it under the cure light, excuse me. And you always want to make sure you do this flame does not have to be in the resin because it puts off heat. But you just want to make sure you get all the bubbles out. And if you happen to spot something and it looks like there's a bubble, feel free to use your tool and just go in and remove it. It could be you don't have enough resin in that area, that you may have to add a little bit more, or you may just have to move it around with your tool, like I just did, and now it looks like it should. But anytime you move your resin around, or add anything, add more resin, or even a tool in, you could be causing bubbles. Where this is a final coat, for me, I don't like to put the light right directly on top of it, because I don't want to add bubbles. So I slowly will drop it over a period of just a few seconds, and then I'll let it finish. And where this is a top coat and where I am going to let it full, I'm going to put it for the full 5 minutes. So I have to hit my button 3 times because I have a 2, 3, and a 5 minutes. So when this is done, I will be back. And the light's about to shut off. And here's our finished product. All nice and cured and ready to be for a hole to be drilled to hang on the tree. Oops, when you don't drop it, but no harm done. She's dry, she's cured. So I'm going to continue on with the rest of them, and I am going to do this in a fast forward so you don't have to watch every little thing, but you will watch them come to life. finished. And here they are. Here is the snowman. I drilled the hole and I put on a silver hanger. So here is the snowman. Here is the candy cane, all sparkly. Here is the Christmas bell. Here is the candle. Here is one of the Christmas ornaments. And here is the gingerbread man. These are an adorable little set. Here is the Christmas tree with its little ornaments and its decorations. And here is the other ornament. Now these will be sold as a set. And also, I made a bookmark. I put a little paw print, a homemade paw print with the glitter, and I made a tassel, and I put the end of it like a little girl loves to do with her Barbie dolls, the little hair. So that's been done. So it's just decorating up the little bookmark for the little one. These are going to go with this set. And I also made a little set of earrings and a pendant to go along with this set. Let me get them up there. Now I put a little doggy on it, and I used some of the glitter to match the ornaments, and then I put some little blue, pink, white bubbles to match the dog. So the set will match. And I also use some of that same glitter underneath these little bubbles so that we will have a matching set. And also, I believe that this set might go to a younger child, so I used the heavy gauge jewelry making stuff. So I have put a plastic backing on, which I put on all of my earrings, and I put on the heavy set of rings. And I have pinched this. So all she has to do is, it is a closed hook. So once it's in, you don't have to worry about these falling out. Because I know children like to lose their jewelry. But this just pops open. Let me show you one that's not in an earring. I use this type of setting. So it just comes open like so that you can lock it into the little child's earring, so when she's running and playing, she's not going to lose it on the playground or at school. So she can wear these, actively. I know little girls. I had 2 boys, but I had nieces. So this does conclude my video of making these homemade ornaments, and I tell anyone, give it a try. These are really fun to make. So I will be listing this on eBay for anyone to feel free to purchase or not. But I think this would be a beautiful little set for a girl, and then she can hang her own ornament on the Christmas tree or in her room, wherever she would like. So please thank everyone, my subscribers. I want to thank every one of my subscribers and all of my new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It does help out my channel an awful lot. And I am trying to grow here on YouTube. I want to thank everyone for joining me for this video. I want to have everyone to stay happy and healthy, especially through the holidays, and don't eat too much. If anyone's doing crafts for their holidays, I hope they all come out amazing. Please do check out my eBay store, linked in the description. You all have a blessed day, and I will see you in the next video. Now on to the bonus. And these are not easy to get out. Sorry if you can't see me, but I have to bring it close to me in order to pull it out. Because I don't want to rip it. And there we have it. Let me just fix my mold real quick. And there it is. A nice, beautiful little pink dish that a little girl could put her barrettes in, her little rings in. Now I will be decorating this up and putting this on eBay separately from the set. But I had forgotten all about this until I was editing this video, and then realized that I had forgotten to unveil this. So I wanted to have you see this. So I'm adding this on the end. But this is a lovely little crown with all its little indentations where I'm going to put something in each one of these and decorate around and probably paint the top, and you'll have to wait and see. Well, here it is. I went with the purple, the pink and the purple. Now this is still wet, so once these have dried, then I will be taking pictures and putting this on eBay. But I wanted to show you before I listed it. It makes a beautiful little place for someone to put their jewelry. Some little girl, like when she takes off her jewelry at night, she can put it in this. Or her rings, or anything like that, but I just wanted to show you. Now this does conclude my video, but I wanted to show you. God bless.